Okay, so what do you guys think? Distribute? Distribute? Feeling it? Okay, distribute what? The -3, right? Okay, so write down what you guys feel like that should be. So we're going to distribute that to both and then go ahead and copy it down, then take a peek back up here. Remember, first step was to get rid of fractions and decimals if we can. Second step is to distribute. Third step is to combine like terms. Fourth step is to variables on one side. Okay? Did I forget to write the 1? Yeah, it should be 15. Very great. What? Okay, now what's the second step after there's no fractions right now. We distributed. And what's the third? Combine the like terms. So we can't combine them across the equal sign. We can only combine them on the same side. Okay, you can only combine terms on the same side. So this 5 and that 15 combine, whereas that -3 just stays by itself, right? Okay. And then on the right, we get 16x plus 1. And now we need to bring the variables together, right? Do you want to go to the left or go to the right with them? Yes, sir.
Wouldn't it be -3x plus 15 minus 5?
Over here? It's positive 5 plus 15. So it'd be, so you guys said move to the left. So it's -19x plus 20 equals 1, right? And then numbers to the right. Okay, and then what? Divide by -19. I'm surprised this came out to be a real nice number because I just made up the problem without checking it. I was like, this looks good. Is that 1? You good? Okay, let's do the next one. Why don't you and the person next to you, because chances are there's a person sitting somewhere close next to you right now, come to an agreement on what to do on number 2 and come to an agreement on an answer. I'll give you guys like 3 minutes, okay? And then we'll come back together. All right, here we go. So we're going to distribute a -1, right? And we get -x minus 2 plus 5. Did you guys get -2? Then we're going to distribute this 3x minus 18, and then we can combine like terms on the same side. We can't combine like terms on opposite sides. We can only do that on the same side. So -x plus 5 is going to be 4x minus 2 equals 3x minus 18. Now we're going to collect the variables on one side by moving them over using the inverse operation. X minus 2 equals -18. And then we're going to reverse order. We're going to reverse that. It's -2, so we're going to do +2. I think we're getting 16. So if you guys ended up making a mistake and you didn't get -16, I want you to go back and take a second to look at it. Okay? Let's find where that mistake is. If you're not finding the mistake, let me know and I'll come by and help you. That'll get you every time, right? Writing down the problem wrong. Okay. Remember yesterday we talked about getting rid of the fractions first, right? Okay. The first thing I want you to do on 3 is after you 3 and 4, after you write them down, I want you to find a partner that's sitting next to you, and I want you to come to an agreement on what you should do first to get rid of the fraction. That's all. I don't want you to go any further from that. I just want you to come to an agreement on what to do first. You guys understand that? Good. What was your guys' decision? Multiply by what? 6. You see that's a 5? And a 4. 20. We do the least common denominator, remember, if you're having trouble finding it, you could prime factor 4 as 2 and 2. Prime factor 5, well, that's just 5. Prime factor 2 is just 2, but line it up with another 2. So it's 2 times 2 times 5, which is 20. Distribute. So, okay, 20 over 4 is going to be 5. So we have 5 times 3 left. Is anybody having difficulty doing that? 5 times getting a 15x there? Anybody having difficulty? If so, let me know. Okay, I'll do it over at the side. So, did you get the 20 part? Okay. Okay. So when you do this, okay, you write it off to the side, and then you can cross cancel if you want. Do you like to cross cancel, or do you like to just multiply and then reduce? Cross cancel. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay. And then you can multiply across. 5 times 3 is 15 over 1, or 50. Okay. And then on the next one, 20 times 1/5 is going to be 20 over 5 is just 4. 20 times 3 is going to be 60. 20 times 3 halves, so 3 halves or 3 halves times 20 over 1, and then we can cross cancel. That divided by 2 is 1, that divided by 2 is 10, so we're left with 10 times 3. 30. Okay? And now, let's collect the variables on one side. You want to go to the left or to the right? Left. So add 30. Add 30. X. 45. X plus 4 equals 60. Minus 4. Minus 4. 45x equals 56. Oh, it's getting kind of ugly, right? But that's okay. 56 over 45. Do those share a common factor? I don't think so. Do they? 56 would be 228, 214, 27. No, they don't share a common factor. Because 45 is 5, and 3 and 3, right? Okay, so that's the answer. Boom. Good job. It's a weird answer, but that's okay. Right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Why don't you guys try the next one from start to finish? Okay? I'm gonna do the first step for you. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do the first step for you after you guys talk about it and try it out. Okay? After you guys talk about it and try it out, look up here and the first step will be available for you. And then I want you to carry it out till completion. Okay, on the next one, guys, we're going to distribute this 3 to both of them. And we get 3x minus 18 equals. Then we're going to distribute this negative 10. We're going to get 45 minus 10x minus 10. Then we're going to combine some like terms. No like terms on the left to combine. Right, there aren't any. So we're going to leave it like that. On the right, 45 minus 10, it's going to be 35 minus 10x. Make sure, pause right there if you were getting to a point. Make sure you have that step. That step's going to be the same for most of us. Okay? That step's. Okay, so let's combine the like term. Let's get the variables on one side. You want to bring them to the left again? Plus 10x, plus 10x. Which would be 13x minus 18 equals 35. And then we're going to add 18, right? That's an 18. So it's 13x equals 53. And then divide by 13 or multiply by 113. You get x is 53 over 13. Are we stuck there? 13 is a prime number. Unless 13 goes into 53, it's not going to work. Right? It's not going to work, is it? We just leave it. Done. Okay? Alright. Two more, and then we're going to have you guys start working a little bit more independently on some things. Okay, go ahead and write these down, then we'll talk about it. Notice what's different a little bit before we do this. The way we get rid of the fractions, okay, or the decimals, right? Fractions are the same thing as decimals, right? They're equivalent. They're kind of the same. So instead, do you remember what this is? Read this number. Don't say 0.5. Say it officially. It's 5/10. Remember? One place after the decimal is the tenths place. That is technically 5/10, right? Guess. And this is 5/10. Guess what we should multiply by if it's 5/10? Tenths. 10. Right? Make sense? If the furthest decimal out is in the tenth spot, we should multiply by 10. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's multiply both sides by 10 and we're going to get rid of all the decimals. Do you know what multiplying by 10 does to a number? It moves the decimal place over. So if I do 10 times 0.5, that decimal place is going to scoot to the right. Remember that? So now it's just 5. Yeah. We move it to the right 1 because there's 1 0 and 10. And then 10 times 6, guess what happens to that decimal? To the right. It becomes 60. How about this? 10 times 8, what happens to the decimal? To the right. 80. 10 times that, to the right, 5. Now go ahead and finish it. Walk through and finish it ahead of me. I think you can get ahead of this. All right, I'm gonna crank it up. You guys still want to move the numbers to the variables to the left? Can you move them to the right? If that's the way you like. That's the way you like it. Okay, you can do it the way you like it. Okay, now I'm gonna add 60. Did you guys do that? Negative 75x equals 55. Divide by negative 75. You get x is negative 55 over 75. Right? Can we reduce that? What can we reduce it? By 5. What's 50? So it'd be negative 11 over, what's 75 divided by 5? 15. Right? 11/15. If you guys made a mistake when you got ahead, did you guys find where it is? And if you didn't find where it is, can you ask? Okay. Guess now if we look at the next one, notice what we're dealing with. We're dealing with 2 places after the decimal. What's the second place after the decimal called? Hundredths? Is that right? Okay, let's do it. So we're going to multiply by, guess what we're going to multiply by if it's in the hundredths? Is that the furthest one to the right of the decimal? That's the smallest. It's 2 places. So hundredths is what we're going to multiply. Oop, put that in the last one in the wrong spot. There. So we're going to multiply by 100. And what does 100 do? It moves the decimal place to the right twice. I guess for you guys it's this way. So 100 times 0.03 is going to be just 3. It's going to go to the right 1, 2. Then x plus 2. 100 times 0.5 is going to go to the right twice. 1, 2, 50. And then 100 times 6 to the right twice. 6. And we can crank it from here, right? So distribute 3 times x, 3x. 3 times 2, 6. And then plus 50. Come at me if you have any issues, of course. This should be 60 right there. I forgot to write the 0 because I said to the right twice, didn't I? But I just didn't write the 0. That's silly. So this will be 60x minus, what's that? 300. 6 times 5 is 30. You throw a 0 on it. We okay? Come at me if you're not. Just stay in your seats. Okay, we combine like terms now, right? So on the left, it's only spot the 6 and the 50. 56 equals 60x minus 300. And you want to bring the variables to the left again? plus 56 equals negative 300, right? Minus 56. Negative 57x equals negative 356. This is a great answer. Then divide by negative 57. Negative over negative is going to be a positive. Remember that. Does that sucker reduce? Does it? I don't think it does. Be my guess, unless it's like some obscure prime. Just let's just double check. Is it divisible by 2? Both? No. Both divisible by 3? No. Both divisible by 5? No. Both divisible by 7? No. Both divisible by 11? No. They don't share a common factor, so it's the same. Okay, good job. Okay. Why don't I have you guys